It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Great to start the season with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, getting set for 2 AFC West rivals to kick off the new season. And each one with a new coach from a year ago. The Raiders, Antonio Pierce, finished the last 9 games last year, Greg. Now it's his full-time job. On the other side, welcome back to the NFL, Jim Harbaugh.
I think one of the coolest things about this, Mike, is just really the 2 very different paths each of these head coaches have taken to be in this position today. I mean, just think back a year ago.
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these 2 teams. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's the rookie from Georgia. It's Ladd McConkey. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Dobbins. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
all run play. This is Hill. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Mattison.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, L.A.
Nice pickup there by Dobbins, and man, you got to feel good for him. I mean, his time in Baltimore was just riddled with significant lower body injuries. To see him healthy, and he has gotten off to a fast start, and this is the player that everyone around the league knew he was capable of being. He just needed to stay healthy.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. There is his tight end, Disley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there, Better execution, better...
A dive, and he's in! Hey, Dobbins! Touchdown, L.A.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Off he goes. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now with Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. He's got a man. That's Tony. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Here's A.J. Cole now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He connects with Disley. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The man in motion here is Chark. Pass brought in by Chark. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. This throw taken in by Hurst. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll look to throw again. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down. J.K. Scott in punt formation.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The drive starts with a run by Madison. He'll work forward for a couple. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On first down, here's Minshew. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it, 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time, young, breakout rookie tight end.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Vegas.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll stick with Madison. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's in! Zamir White, touchdown Raiders.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Ball time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take it over once more. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Tight end going in motion here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run with Dobbins. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Madison. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll try and throw with Minshew. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. 14 yards on the pickup there.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught by Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Minshew to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing is Minshew. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go. It's Madison. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down. Now Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tony, the man in motion. Here's Minshew. He runs with it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Handoff, it's Madison. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. On the draw, here's Madison. They tried the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes fourth down.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back is Minshew. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando, say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We begin Week 1 with a good one in the Pacific Northwest. Former division mates Denver and Seattle at Lumen Field. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris. 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in.
Does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack? He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
On the give, this is Madison. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. 3rd and long. To throw, Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through, and
under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for his 2nd consecutive time.
Nice job there by Max Crosby, able to get into the backfield and come away with the sack. And, man, has he done plenty of that. Over the last 2 years, Mike, 27 sacks. I mean, it just seems every game he plays, this man's like a one-man wrecking crew. So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Madison. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, a run with Madison. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. Now give out of the gun. It's Madison. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Here's a 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now the former Raven, it's Gus Edwards. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
It's a big one for the Chargers. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, The quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
That'll be taken in by Edwards. He is in. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run with Madison. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
The 41, an 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Now Madison. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Minshew. He finds Tony. That's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Minshew gonna look to throw. Finding his tight end, Mayer. Well, he's brought down. That pass is gonna pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. That is caught. What a throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This will be returnable for Rager. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He connects with Palmer on that one. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Taking off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First and 10. Minshew out of the pistol here. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now he'll run it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Madison. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here we go, 3rd and a yard. Here's Minshew. That is caught, and he's in. Brock Bowers, touchdown Las Vegas. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This will be returnable for Rager. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. There is his tight end, Dissly. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give, zone read. It's Edwards. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert. He'll tuck it and take off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he will dive into the end zone. Gus Edwards, touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense, and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running